One of these remarkable young humans will become the 2018 national champion and the recipient of the $20,000 Donald G. Weinert College Scholarship. Important technical details follow. The countdown round competition is a single elimination bracket tournament where the top 4 seeds will have a bye in the first round. I will read a question while it is being projected on the monitor in front of the students and also on the large screen for the audience. It is extraordinarily unlikely, and by that I mean very likely, that I will misspeak when reading a problem. Should that happen, the problem showing on the students' monitors and the audience screen will be considered the official problem. Students will have 45 seconds to solve the problem after it appears on the monitor. There will be a green 45-second timer bar visible at the top of the screen. The timer bar will change to yellow when there are 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Competitors, once you have solved the problem, press your buzzer. I will call on the first person who presses the buzzer to announce his or her answer. This is important. Do not announce your answer until I have called on you. If you answer without buzzing, your answer will not be recognized until you buzz in. Once I call on you, you will have 3 seconds to complete your answer. Your opponent may continue working while you are answering the question. If you answer incorrectly, your opponent will have the remainder of the 45 seconds to buzz in and answer the question. Whoever answers the most out of 5 questions correctly, and that is not necessarily 3 out of 5, will win the round and progress to the next round. Should the score be tied after 5 questions, we will begin the sudden victory procedure. This is exactly like sudden death with a less violent name. This means that the next student to answer a question correctly in the matchup will win the matchup. I'd like to wish you all good luck. And let's get started with our first round matchup. Our 8th seed is Samuel Wang from Virginia, and our 9th seed is Easton Singer from Ohio. Please come up and take a seat. Welcome, gentlemen. Samuel, I have some information about you in front of me, which I can see makes you uncomfortable. Excellent. I understand that you're a huge Harry Potter fan, is that correct?
Yeah, I think.
If you had to choose, books or movies?
Books.
And do you have a Patronus?
No.
Have you been officially sorted by Pottermore?
Yeah.
Are you a Ravenclaw?
No.
Who are you?
Slytherin.
A Slytherin! That would explain why I've never seen you in the Ravenclaw library. Well, welcome and good luck. Easton, you come to us from Ohio.
Yep.
And we asked our competitors if they could travel back in time, where would they go and why? And you said the 1980s, so that you could observe the evolution of video game technology, which I think is amazing. Do you have a favorite video game from the 80s?
We'll just go with Pac-Man.
Yeah? How do you feel about the sequels to Pac-Man? Ms. Pac-Man, Junior Pac-Man, Pac-Plus?
No, just original Pac-Man.
Yeah, let me tell you, you're very lucky you didn't live through the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man. All right, let's test out your buzzers. Easton, go ahead and give your buzzer a try. Well, it's lighting up, but it's not making a sound. That's going to be a problem. While our technical gnomes work on solving that, let's test Samuel's buzzer. Go ahead, Samuel. Again, there's no sound. Well, I'm just going to look at the table in abject terror and figure out exactly how we fix this. Oh, there's some sounds coming. While we wait for this to be repaired, I forgot to tell you that Samuel is in 7th grade from Basis Independent in McLean, Virginia, and Easton is in 8th grade from Solon Middle School in Solon, Ohio. All right, let's give this another try. Easton. Yes, Samuel. All right. I have to say, that was a little anticlimactic for me. I thought the buzzer working would be more exciting. All right. Are you ready? All right. The first question in round one comes now. The question is, what is the remainder when 2018 to the 2018th is divided by 20? Samuel.
4.
The answer is 4. That is correct. That is 1 for Samuel, 0 for Easton. Let's move on to question number 2. And the question is, in the figure, equilateral triangle PQR is inscribed in isosceles triangle ABC, such that vertex R is the midpoint of side BC. If the measure of angle BAC is 28 degrees, what is the degree measure of... Yes, Samuel.
44.
44 degrees is correct. That gives Samuel 2. I had a major Star Trek flashback reading that question. Question number 3 is up, and the question is, the Hawks, Heat, and Hornets all played each other 4 times during the NBA season. The Celtics played each... Yes, Samuel.
21.
Time.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The Celtics played each of those 3 teams twice. How many total games were played? Yes, Easton.
18.
18 games is the correct answer. That is 1 point for Easton, 2 points for Samuel, and we move on to question number 4. Question number 4 is, what whole number n makes 6... Yes, Samuel.
13.
That is incorrect. 6/77 is less than 1 over n is less than 5/56 true. Yes, Easton.
12.
The correct answer is 12, and we are tied. All right, we are now to the final question in the round, and the question is, a standard grocery pallet measures 40 inches by 48 inches. A case of cookies measures 9.5 inches wide by 14.5 inches long. What is the maximum number of... Yes, Easton.
16.
16 is incorrect. What is the maximum number of cases that can be placed directly onto the surface and within the boundaries of the pallet? Samuel.
12.
12 is incorrect. The correct answer is 13 cases. This moves us on to not sudden death, but in fact, sudden victory. All right, gentlemen, here is your question. The question is, if 2x equals 2 and x minus... Yes, Samuel.
-2.
-2 is incorrect. If 2x equals 2 and x minus y equals -4, yes, Easton?
6.
The correct answer is 6. Congratulations to both competitors. Congratulations to Easton, who moves on to the next round. This brings us to round 2. Round 2's competitors are as follows. Our 5th seed from Puerto Rico, Jessica Wan. And our 12th seed from Michigan, Regan Choi. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you. Jessica, you are in the 6th grade. You attend St. John's School in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and I understand that you like dogs.
Yeah.
I also like dogs. I'll tell you the truth, I don't trust a person who doesn't like dogs. What is your favorite breed of dog?
Pomeranians.
And do you have a Pomeranian dog?
No.
If you could have any dog in the world, real or fictional, pick a dog.
A Pomeranian.
Excellent. That's what I figured you would say. Welcome and good luck. And Regan, you come to us from Michigan. You're in the 8th grade. You attend Bullen Park Middle School in Troy, Michigan. And I understand that you like to eat extremely spicy foods. You sound like a danger seeker. Tell us, what is one of the hottest things you've ever eaten?
There's this type of noodle in Korea. It's like really spicy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you've eaten an entire bowl of these noodles?
Yeah.
You are a madman, and I love it. Let's give your buzzers a try. Regan, go ahead and give your buzzer a try. Excellent. And Jessica? All right, everything seems to be in working order. Let us begin round 2. Here is question number 1. Good luck to both of you. What is the closest integer to the value of the expression, the quantity 2018 times the square root of 2018 minus 1, all over the quantity 2018 plus the square root of 2018 plus 1? Jessica.
44.
The correct answer is 44. That brings Jessica on the board with 1 point. Question number 2. The question is, Charlotte places a coin on the center square marked M in the 7x7 grid shown. How many ways are there for her to spell math by moving to 3 other squares if, for each move, she can move the coin to either a square with a common side or a diagonally adjacent square? Jessica.
72.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Regan.
144.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is 104 ways. All right, the score is unchanged, and it is time for question number 3. And the question is, what is the slope of a line perpendicular to the hypotenuse of a triangle with vertices x -1, -1, y2 -1, and z -1, 3? Express your answer as a common fraction. Yes, Regan.
3/4.
3/4 is correct. That ties our score at 1. It is time for question number 4, and the question is, there are 2 integer values of n that yield an integer value for the quantity 12 minus the square root of n, all over the quantity 4 minus the square root of 7. What is the sum of these 2 values of n? Regan.
107.
That is incorrect, and time has expired. The correct answer is 207.
That's a guess.
Extraordinarily controversial moment here in the countdown round. All right. The score is still tied at 1 as we move on to our next question. And the question is, if 3,289 times 10,912 minus 299 times 992 equals 299 times 992 times k, what is the value of k? Jessica.
120.
120 is correct. That is the end of the round. Jessica Wan, you will advance. Regan, thank you very much for competing. I'm not even answering these questions and I'm sweating. Our next mathletes come to us from Florida. It is Jaden White as our 6th seed. And our 11th seed comes from California, William Chen. Please take a seat. Welcome. Jaden, I understand that you enjoy counting the number of steps when you climb stairs.
Yes.
How do you handle an escalator?
I don't like counting the number of steps in escalators.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. Have you ever been stuck on an escalator when they break down?
No.
I was trapped on one for hours. It's terrifying.
Do you mean an elevator?
Oh no, I mean an escalator. William Chen from the great state of California. I understand that you want to be an international math Olympiad coach. Is that true?
Yes.
That is amazing. We actually have a Math Counts alum here today who is a current IMO coach. That's Po Shen Lo. Po Shen, are you in the audience? You want to stand up and make some noise? Now listen, not to go all important of being earnest on you guys, but maybe when this is over, you could meet and discuss what it takes to be a Math Olympiad coach. All right, gentlemen, are you ready? Let's test your buzzers. William, or Jaden, that also works. I like your initiative. William, that's great. Oh, and I forgot again, Jaden, you come to us, you're in the 8th grade. William, I don't know what grade you're in because the truth is I don't know this. It was just written on the monitor in front of me. And I'm very embarrassed. And it is now time to begin the round. Good luck to both of you. Here is question number 1. Jim, Jeannie, and their 5 children live in a 700 square foot apartment. They want to move to a house for which the ratio of square feet to children is triple the apartment's ratio of square feet. Yes, William?
2,100.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. They want to move to a house for which the ratio of square feet to children is triple the apartment's ratio of square feet to total people. How many square feet should their new house be? Jaden?
2,940.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is 1,500 square feet. Oh. But in a way, you're right. You shouldn't cram a family of 7 into 1,500 square feet. No score on the board. Let's move on to question number 2. The 4 largest numbers in a set of 7 numbers have a mean of 10. The 4 smallest numbers in the same set have a mean of 5. What is the least possible sum of the 7 numbers? Yes, William?
50.
The correct answer is 50, and William is on the board. It is time for question 3, and the question is, if x circle r equals x squared plus r, and p triangle h equals p over h plus p, yes, William?
25.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. What is the value of 3 circle 7 quantity, triangle 4 quantity, triangle 5? Jaden?
24.
24 is correct, and we are tied. Here is question number 4, and the question is, in isosceles trapezoid ABCD, sides AB and DC are parallel, and the measure of angle ADC equals the measure of angle BCD equals 88 degrees. Yes, Jaden?
45.
That is incorrect. Aubrey reflects this trapezoid across each of its non-parallel sides to produce 2 new trapezoids as shown. By continuing to reflect each new trapezoid across its short side, she creates a ring in which every trapezoid is adjacent to 2 other ones. How many trapezoids are in the ring when it is completed?
10 seconds.
Yes, William?
90.
The correct answer is 90. Question 5 is up. William, you have 2. Jadon, you have 1. And the question is, what is the greatest prime factor of 2 to the 13th plus 2 to the 11th minus 10? Jadon.
31.
The correct answer is 31, and we are tied. All right, are you both ready? All right, here we go. The sudden victory question is, the 10-centimeter measuring stick shown has marks at 2.5. There is a glitch. I'm sorry. One moment. Stand by. My cards stuck together. We call that pulling a Wheaton. I apologize. How would we like to handle this? Card number 17. The next good one is card number 18.
All right.
We'll go to number 19. My deepest apologies. I blame friction.
All right, now let's go to 20.
All right, so now we're ready.
Guys.
Oh, well.
Are we ready for question 19? All right. The question is, if n equals 24 plus 30 plus 36 plus 42 plus 48, yes, William?
13.
The correct answer is 13. Great job, both of you. William Chen advances to the next round. This brings us to round 4 of the countdown round. Please welcome the 7th seed, Alan Chen from Pennsylvania. And from California, the 10th seed, Mr. Jack Albright. Hello, welcome. Jack, you are in 8th grade and you attend the Nueva School in Los Altos, California. One of the survey questions we asked was, which superpower would you like to have? And you and I could probably talk about that for the rest of the day. You said having the ability to stop time would make you more powerful than one of the greatest characters from all of fiction. Who is this character?
And I forgot what I put down. Yeah, but it's Trevor from Saved by the Bell, and pretty much, so you can go like time out and
Right, that would be Zach Morris. Who,
Yeah, Zach Morris,
who was
right.
good at the timeout.
yeah. I mean, stopping time for like up to a minute and 2 minutes, that's already really, really strong.
How would you handle the issue of you, over time, aging considerably more slowly than all of your peers? They would begin to notice.
Makeup?
That is an excellent answer. That's actually how we do it in Hollywood.
Okay.
Alan, you are in 8th grade. You attend Ingomar Middle School in Sewickley, Pennsylvania. And you told us that one of your favorite shows is Master Chef because you like eating good food. Is there a particular food that you have always wanted to try that you've never had the opportunity to try?
Not really.
You've had like just, you walk in and you're just like, none of this impresses me. I've had it all before. That's amazing. Do you have a particular favorite Master Chef competitor?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a big
Like
fan.
always do once.
Excellent. All right, it is time for round 4. Gentlemen, let's test your buzzers. Alan, give your buzzer a whirl. Jack, you are, for the purposes of that question, Alan. Okay, very good. All right, are we ready? All right, let's go. The question is, Frank bounces a rubber ball from a height of 80 inches. Each time the ball bounces, it bounces to a height of 75% of the height of the previous bounce. How many bounces will the ball take before it first bounces to a height of less than 10 inches? Alan.
7.
7 is incorrect.
10 seconds.
Jack.
6.
6 is incorrect. The correct answer is 8 bounces. You were both very close. Question number 2. The question is, in square units, what is the area of the triangle with vertices P negative 2, 1, Q3, 8, and R9, 3? Express your answer as a decimal to the nearest tenth. Alan.
33.5.
33.5 is correct. As we begin question 3, Alan, you have 1 point, Jack has no points, and here is your question. The question is, if 2018 equals A, B, C, D base 8, what is the value of A plus B plus C plus D in base 10? Alan.
16.
16 is correct. That brings us to question 4. Alan with 2, Jack with 0, and the question is, if A and B are positive real numbers such that A plus 1 over B equals 7, what is the least possible value of B plus 1 over A? Express your answer as a common fraction. Jack.
7 over 6.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
10 seconds. Time's up.
Time has expired. The correct answer was 4 over 7. That brings us to the end of the match, and Alan has answered the most questions correctly. Alan, you will move on to the next round. Jack, I look forward to you being able to stop time. Your YouTube series is going to be amazing. This brings us into the quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen. The quarterfinals begin. Please welcome back from Ohio, Easton Singer. And please welcome from Texas, Luke Robitaille. Luke, you attend the Robitaille Homeschool in Euless, Texas. Does it stress you out going to a school that has your name in the charter?
No.
That's good. I would feel incredible pressure. There's an entire city that I have a name with in Illinois. Now, you are the returning champion. You are the first seed in this year's competition. So other than being named national champion, what has been your favorite national competition experience?
Well, Countdown itself is quite fun, actually.
Yes.
So, just the math itself is fun.
That's awesome. All right, Easton, let's try your buzzer again. Luke, let's give your buzzer a try. All right, buzzers are ready. You guys look like your pencil hands are strong.
Ready?
We are ready to begin the quarterfinals with question 1. Good luck to both of you. The question is, what is the fewest number of 9-inch by 9-inch tiles needed? Yes, Easton.
896.
896 is correct. Wow! Easton, tell me the truth. Are you a wizard? I thought so.
No, my practicing mental math over the past, 7 years has helped.
That's right. Science beats magic every day of the week. All right. That brings us to question number 2, and the question is, Victor wrote down all the possible combinations of 4 distinct positive integers less than 10 that sum to 28. How many times did he write the digit 8? Yes, Luke?
2.
2 times is correct. That ties our score. We are all tied up as we head into question 3, and the question is, if a rectangular prism has dimensions 79 centimeters by 83 centimeters by 87 centimeters, yes, Easton?
498.
That is incorrect. What is the sum in centimeters of the lengths of all its edges? Luke?
996.
996 centimeters is correct. Luke has 2 correct answers. Easton has 1 correct answer. And here is question number 4. The question is, Greta's hair grows at a rate of 0.3 millimeters per day. An inch is 2.54 times as long as a centimeter. How many weeks will it take for, yes, Luke?
12.
12 weeks is correct. Congratulations, Luke. Robitaille advances at the end of the match. Excellent work for both competitors. Please welcome back from Puerto Rico, Jessica Wan. And please welcome to the stage from New Jersey, Daniel Sia. Welcome, Daniel. Hello. Daniel comes to us from William Aneen Middle School. He is in the 8th grade in Basking Ridge, New Jersey. On one of our surveys, Daniel, we asked you if you had a chance to travel back in time, what year would you choose? And you wanted to travel back to the 1970s to see what your parents were like.
Yeah.
Having lived through the 70s, I can tell you, not good. Not good. A lot of polyester. Are you at all worried that traveling back in time to meet your parents might alter the course of history and result in you never making it to the national competition?
That's why I don't consider these questions.
Real quick follow-up question. Do you believe that time travel exists on a closed loop or as branching universes?
I don't understand these topics.
Neither do I. Excellent. Well, welcome and good luck to both of you as we begin the round right after we test your buzzers. Daniel, go ahead and give your buzzer a try. Excellent. And Jessica, good job. All right, question number 1, and the question is, if T, H, O, and R are distinct positive integers such that T squared plus H squared equals 25, yes, Jessica?
120.
Pick up Mjolnir, because 120 is the correct answer. That gives Jessica 1 point as we move on to question number 2. And the question is, in a finite list of positive integers, each number, except for the last number, is a proper divisor of the next number in the list. If the first number in the list is 1 and the last number is 650, what is the greatest possible sum of the numbers in the list? Daniel.
1,054.
The correct answer is 1,054. And we are tied. Here comes question number 3. The question is, on Eco Day, 12 students volunteer to plant 49 tree saplings. If each volunteer plants at least one tree, what is the greatest possible value of the... Jessica.
4.
4 is incorrect. What is the greatest possible value of the median number of trees planted by a student? Daniel.
6.
6 trees is correct. The score is now 2 for Daniel and 1 for Jessica as we move to question number 4. And the question is, let D of K be the number of diagonals in a regular polygon with K sides. If D of M plus D of N equals 125, what is the value of M plus N? Daniel.
28.
28 is incorrect.
Seconds. Time's up.
Time has expired. The correct answer is 25. This brings us to question 5. Are you both ready? All right, the question is, let n be the greatest composite number less than 100 that does not have a factor that is a perfect square greater than 1. Let d be the sum of the distinct prime factors of n. What is the value of n times d? Jessica.
980.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
980.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Seconds.
Daniel.
2,280.
2,280 is correct. That will end the match, and Daniel Shia will advance to the next round. We now come to round 7 in our quarterfinals. Please welcome to the stage our 3rd seed, Daniel Yawn. And from Texas, Andrew Kai. I'm sorry, William Chen, my cards are out of order. The internet's gonna just have all kinds of comments about me today. Daniel, welcome. I understand that you like watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
What is your favorite YouTube show?
Clash Royale.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is My Show Tabletop. We have some aspiring filmmakers here with us today, and they'll be showcasing their videos during the Math Video Challenge finals this afternoon. So since we are speaking of videos, can we have our Math Video Challenge team stand up to be recognized? Awesome. Daniel, you are in the 8th grade. You come to us from Robert Frost Middle School. You've made the arduous journey from North Potomac, Maryland to be here today. Would you please test your buzzer? Excellent. And William, test your buzzer, please. Great. All right, gentlemen, are we ready? All right, here we go. The question is, a hand is a unit of length that is 4 times as long as an inch. How many square hands are in one square? Yes, William.
81.
81 hands is correct.
Got it. You can do this. You can do this.
That gives William 1 and Daniel 0. Let's move on to question number 2. What is the value of the quantity of the square root of 99 plus the square root of 33 over the quantity, the square root, yes, William?
264.
That is incorrect. Over the quantity, the square root of 99 plus the square root of 33, all plus the quantity, the square root of 99 minus the square root of 33, over the quantity, the square root of 99 plus the square root of 33. Daniel.
4.
The correct answer is 4. And we are tied as we head into question number 3. And the question is, the 5th term of an arithmetic sequence is 13. Yes, Daniel?
117.
The correct answer is 117. That gives Daniel 2 points and William 1 point. It is time for question number 4, and the question is, Jacob, Leonard, Isaac, Gottlieb, Pierre, and Rene are to be seated at a circular table. Leonard demands to sit next to Jacob. Isaac refuses to sit next to Gottlieb. If the seats of the table are rotationally indistinguishable, in how many ways can the 6 mathematicians be seated at the table? Daniel.
24.
24 ways is correct. Daniel Yan, you advance to the next round. Congratulations. Thank you, William. Round 8's competitors are from Pennsylvania, Alan Chen, and joining us from Texas, Andrew Kai. Welcome. Andrew, you are in 8th grade. You attend Quail Valley Middle School in Sugar Land, Texas.
Yep.
We ask all of the competitors what their career aspirations are. We hear all kinds of responses about science and math. Your response is amazing. I love your response. You said you want to do a collab with Drake.
Yeah.
I just want to know how you envision your collab with Drake.
It's going to be great.
Do you think you may feature anyone else in the collab, or is it just you and Drake?
Just us two.
So no Childish Gambino. He's very hot right now.
Nah.
Yeah, it's just you and Drake. All right, I represent Childish Gambino. I'm trying to get him a break. That's why I'm pushing him so hard. Well, I really look forward to seeing this collab. It's going to be incredible. Good luck to both of you. Let's test your buzzers before we begin the round. Andrew and Alan. Great, I believe we are all set. Here we go, question 1. And the question is, sequences A and B are defined as follows. A is 12, 14, 16, and so on, through 2x plus 10 for a positive integer x. B is 1002. Yes, Andrew?
542.
542 is correct. And I appreciate you buzzing in so quickly. I was going to have to stop off for provisions before I got to the end of that question. Andrew, you have 1. Alan, you have 0. This is question number 2, and the question is, on a cold day in Chicago, the temperature dropped at a constant rate between 6 p.m. and 12 a.m. Yes, Andrew?
-3.
-3 is correct. Andrew with 2, Alan waiting to get on the board. Here is question number 3, and the question is, the first term of a sequence of positive integers is a 2-digit number. If n represents a term of the sequence, then the next term of the sequence is 2n. If 2n is, yes, Andrew?
17.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. If 2n is less than 100 and 2n minus 100 if 2n is greater than or equal to 100. If the 7th term of this sequence is 68, then what is the 5th term of this sequence?
Seconds.
Alan.
84.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is 92. That brings us to question number 4. Question 4, and the question is, after eating 2/3 of the candies in a jar, Emma eats 11 more candies. Yes, Andrew?
66.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. If the remaining number of candies is 1/4 of the number originally in the jar, how many candies were originally in the jar? Alan.
132.
The correct answer is 132 candies. Andrew with 2, Alan with 1. That makes question number 5 extremely exciting. And the question is, the 3 adjacent squares shown have areas from left to right of 1, 9, and x square units respectively. If the segment drawn between vertices A and B is perpendicular to the segment drawn between vertices B and C, what? Yes, Andrew?
9/4.
One more time, please.
9/4.
Judges? No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. If the segment drawn between vertices A and B is perpendicular to the segment drawn between vertices B and C, what is the value of x? Express your answer as a common fraction.
10 seconds. Time's up.
Time has expired. The correct answer is 81/16. That ends the match, and with 2 points, Andrew Kai advances to the next round. Big round of applause for all of our competitors today. We're now in the semifinals. The semifinals have new rules. In the semifinals, you need 4 correct answers to advance to the finals. I would like to invite the coaches of these 4 semifinalists to come down to the front. We have reserved excellent chairs for you. They have been chosen from dozens of chairs all over the hotel to ensure that your comfort and security is paramount. A round of applause for our coaches. And in our first semifinal round, please welcome our number 1 seed, Luke Robitaille from Texas, and our number 4 seed from New Jersey, Daniel Sia. Welcome back, gentlemen. Let's test your buzzers. Daniel, go ahead. Great. Luke, good work. All right, good luck to both of you. Let us begin. The first to 4 correct answers will advance to the finals. Our first question is, what is the value of the quantity? The quantity, the square root of 1.06 minus 1/3. Yes, Luke?
1.02.
1.02 is correct. Luke with 1 correct answer is 25% of the way, and that is the extent of my math knowledge. The next question is, if x is a real number such that x minus 7 times the square root of the quantity, yes, Luke?
49.
49 is incorrect. X minus 7 times the square root of the quantity x plus 4 equals 14. What is the value of x? Daniel.
121.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is 77. I'm not sure if that was sarcastic thundersticking. Enthusiastic thundersticking. Very good. All right. Give it up for these guys. All 4 of these guys. All right. Our next question is, a positive integer p has the property that p is 11 times the sum of its digits. What is the value of p? Yes?
198.
198 is correct. Good work. Luke with 2 and Daniel waiting to get on the board as we go on to our next question. The question is, if n star is the product of all positive integers less than or equal to n that are powers of 2, what is the value of 20 star minus 18 star plus 16 star minus 14 star plus 12 star minus 10 star plus 8 star minus 6 star plus 4 star? Yes, Daniel?
1022.
1022 is correct, and Daniel is on the board. The score is Luke Robitaille 2, Daniel Sia 1. And the next question is, segments AC and DF intersect parallel lines LM and N as shown. The lengths of segments AD, BE, and CF are 10, 12, and 15 units respectively, and the area of trapezoid ADFC is 80 square units. If a line P parallel to line DF passes through B and intersects segment CF at X, what is the area of triangle B? Yes, Luke?
144 over 25.
That is correct. Luke with 3, Daniel with 1. And our next question is, how many positive integers less than 100 are divisible by exactly one of the integers 2, 5, and 7? Yes, Daniel?
64.
64 is incorrect, I'm sorry.
Seconds.
Luke?
49.
49 integers is correct. Luke Robitaille, you advance to the finals. Our last semifinal matchup is Andrew Kai from Texas and Daniel Yan from Maryland. Welcome back. Feels like you were just here. Daniel, let's give your buzzer a work. Great. And Andrew. All right. Are you gentlemen ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. First to 4 advances to face Luke in the finals. And the question is, if 26 times 23 plus 34 times 23 plus, yes, Andrew?
67.
67 is correct. Andrew has 1, Daniel has 0, and here comes our next question. The question is, on a camping trip, Bobby brought 7 sandwiches, Charlotte brought 6 sandwiches, Davis brought 9 sandwiches, and Ashton brought none, but they shared the food equally among all 4 of them. To pay for the sandwiches, Bobby, Charlotte, and Davis gave her. Ashton gives them 20, yes, Daniel?
9.
I'm sorry, 9 is incorrect. Charlotte and Davis gave her. Ashton gives them $22 total to split fairly in proportion. Yes, Andrew?
12.
12 is incorrect. How much of Ashton's share each contributed? How many dollars will Davis get? The answer is $14. I want to know why you bring that many sandwiches on a camping trip and expect the lettuce to stay crisp the entire time. It is time for our next question, and the question is, Mary is 5 years younger than Jill? 5 years ago, the sum of their, yes, Andrew?
30.
30 is correct. Andrew is halfway. Daniel waiting to get on the board. It is time for our next question. And the question is, integers x and y are chosen at random so that -5 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 5. And yes, Andrew?
32 over 121.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. 5 is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to 5. What is the probability that the quantity x plus y squared is greater than x squared plus y squared? Express your answer as a common fraction. Daniel.
50 over 121.
50 over 121 is correct. Daniel with 1, Andrew with 2. And the next question is, 3 positive numbers A, B, and C form a geometric sequence in that order. Let S equal A plus B plus C and R equal 1 over A plus 1 over B plus 1 over C. If, yes, Andrew?
4.
4 is correct. Andrew has 3 correct answers. Daniel has 1 correct answer. Let us move on to our next question. And the question is, what is the ratio of the number of 4-digit palindromes to the number of 7? Yes, Daniel?
100.
I'm sorry?
100.
Time.
I'm sorry, 100 is incorrect. What is the ratio of the number of 4-digit palindromes to the number of 7-digit palindromes? Express your answer. Yes, Andrew?
1 over 100.
1 over 100 is correct. Congratulations, Andrew.
Nice job.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final competitors. Please welcome back Luke Robitaille from Texas, taking on Andrew Kai from Texas. We have an all-Texas final. All right, gentlemen, are we ready?
Yes.
Andrew, let's try out your buzzer. Great. Luke, the buzzers are functional. The mathletes are ready. It is time to begin the finals. And here is your first question. The question is, this figure shows 3 squares whose side lengths are 3, 12, and 4 units. The diagonal segment divides the largest square into 2 regions, one of which is gray. What is the ratio of the area of the gray region to the total area? Yes, Luke?
9 over 19.
9 over 19 is correct. That gives Luke 1 correct answer, and Andrew is waiting. Here is the next question. The question is, 2 lines in the coordinate plane have y-intercepts of 2 and 8. The 2 lines intersect at a point 9, comma, y. What is the absolute difference between the slopes of the 2 lines? Express your answer as a common fraction. Andrew?
2 over 3.
2 over 3 is correct. We are all tied up at 1 correct answer apiece. And the next question is, Dan is thinking of a 2-digit positive integer x. When x is divided by 3, the remainder is 2. Yes, Andrew?
87.
87 is incorrect. When x is divided by 3, the remainder is 2. When x is divided by 4, the remainder is 1. What is the greatest possible value of x?
89.
89 is correct. Our score is Luke Robitaille with 2, Andrew Kai with 1. And it is time for our next question. The question is, a salad bar charges 75 cents per ounce of food. Clara makes a salad with 2 cups spinach, 1/3 cup walnuts, and 1/4 cup dressing. Yes, Andrew?
9.
$9 is correct. We are all tied up at 2 correct answers apiece. All right, are you both ready?
Yes.
You guys are doing amazing.
Thank you.
Here is your next question. The question is, Cat uses each digit from 0 through 9 exactly once to create 4 positive integers consisting of a 1-digit integer, a 2-digit integer, a 3-digit integer, and a 4-digit integer. If each of the 4 integers is divisible by 9, what is the greatest possible value of the 4-digit number? Luke?
8730.
8730 is correct. Luke has 3 correct answers. Andrew has 2 correct answers. Here is your next question. The question is, the first 3 terms of an infinite arithmetic sequence are 3.46, 2.47, and 1.48 in that order. What is the first integer term in this sequence? Luke?
-50.
-50 is correct.